Well, two suspects accused in the murder of a Greenville County man and shooting of another pair last week were in bond court this afternoon. There's the duo, Adam Byram and Karina Castro are their names. They're accused of gunning down 31-year-old Jamie Smith over the weekend inside his truck. They're also accused of shooting a couple just days before Smith's homicide. This is a look at those two victims who are still in the hospital, Ja'Cory Ashley and Kaylo McCullough. Fox Carolina's Brandon Livornia was at today's bond hearing. He's live outside the Law Enforcement Center in downtown Greenville with more. Brandon?
Well, Cody, you generally don't hear a lot from either side when it comes to bond hearings, but this is a very emotional bond hearing. We had members from all three families speak on behalf of the victims. Someone with Jamie's family actually mentioned how they shared a meal with Castro and Byram recently, allegedly before, shooting and killing him over the weekend. We also got an update about the two other victims that were shot earlier in the week. They're fighting for their lives right now. The last time anyone saw Jamie Smith alive was here along Locust Hill Road. This weekend, Greenville County Sheriff's investigators say Smith was found with a gunshot to his head in a Ford F-150 around 5:30 Sunday morning. In a statement, Smith's brother, David Crawford, said, quote, "Jamie wasn't perfect by any means, but he was a very loving and compassionate person." Greenville County deputies arrested 22-year-old Adam Byram and 21-year-old Karina Castro in connection with Smith's death. Deputies say all three were familiar with each other.
It was another incident involving an arrangement where they were going to meet up for a narcotic transaction.
Investigators say they connected the pair to Smith's death after two gunshot victims arrived at St. Francis Hospital in Greenville earlier last week. Sergeant Flood says through interviews they were able to link Byram and Castro to both shootings.
I can tell you that these two are extremely violent. The fact of the matter that they have shot three people in a week's time, one of which, of course, a homicide. The other two are in very serious condition at the hospital.
Deputies found Byram and Castro at a home off Locust Hill Road Monday afternoon.
During that incident, Mr. Byram took off running and he was eventually apprehended by the Sheriff's Office K-9.
Castro was taken in without incident. The pair are charged with murder, 2 counts of attempted murder, and 3 counts of possession of a weapon during a violent crime, along with 2 counts of conspiracy. His brother said, quote, "He was always willing to help anyone, even when he had nothing. Sometimes people choose the wrong path in life or get mixed up with the wrong people." Now, a bond was denied for both of them due to the severity of the charges. They will remain behind bars for now. Also coming up at 10 o'clock, you're going to hear directly from some of those family members from those victims. So that's coming up at 10 o'clock and 11 o'clock as well in Fox Carolina. But for now, live here at the Greenville County Detention Center, Brandon Livornia, Fox Carolina, the 5 o'clock news.
Well, family members of both of the attempted murder victims spoke at today's bond hearing. Now, they say Kaylo McCullough and Ja'Cory Ashley are both in serious condition. Kaylo's mom was emotional, as you can imagine, as she told the judge that her son may not ever walk again.
My son, Kaylo, I wore his ring today for him. He was a lacrosse player. And now, because of the deeds that was done, he is paralyzed from his chest down. And the surgeons are saying he will never walk again.
Kaylo's mother told us he was shot once in the chest. Ja'Cory's family said he drove both of them to the hospital after being shot multiple times, including in the face. We'll hear more from their families coming up tonight on the 10 o'clock news.